this isn't plastic. This is 100% recycled material. Right here. Woo! This is from a company called Baza. And this is the Armonica model. So let's open them up. These are going to be different colors here. Let's see. Colorful bag, of course, and nothing in there. Set that aside. Navy. Nice. And let's see. And black. And look! They have my initials on them right in the middle of the button there. Made in Italy. Company again is Baza. Now, from a color perspective, this is the Spazio, which means space. You'd think that'd be black. But this is the Mezzanotte, which means midnight. That's the colors. It also comes in 6 other additional colors. You notice the hole right here? Well, guess what? All of their wallets except AirTags, Apple AirTags. Let's look at the blue one. Let's do this.
I know, you're thinking this is some kind of cheap plastic. Well, no, it's not plastic.
One, we have an AirTag holder right here. It inserts from the interior, and if we see how this kind of functions, it's a bit of an accordion type view. And we'll show you how the AirTag fits, but it comes in from behind and stays right there. And you can see how cards function. We have the security flap here first. This makes sure that everything you put in here stays in here. And once you open it, it all opens for you just like this. Has 6 interior card slots. You can notice that we have all 6 taken care of here by, well, propaganda, coupons, how do you use, all kinds of stuff. But it gives a good indicator of how you would use the cards. So they go in these individual slots, then the accordion fold together, you push this over, snap it in place, and away you go. It measures 4 by 2.5 by 0.5, and it weighs 1.1 ounces or 31 grams.
What if I told you it was made out of beans? Magic beans. Well, anyway, it's small and simple. And let's see what it can hold.
You'll notice I got 7 cards in there, 3 slips of cash, and a single AirTag. The company recommends up to 12 cards because as you saw right here, I put 2 cards in this slot. You can have up to 2 cards in every slot. And of course, you can slip cash anywhere in here if you'd like. And with that being the case, it holds it in place because of the compression that we have going on. From a manufacturing perspective, this is designed and made in Italy, where the raw materials are actually made in France. This isn't plastic. This is 100% recycled material. Beans, in fact, not plastic. They call it Bliss, which stands for Bio-Based, Lightweight, Super Strong, and Simply Sensational Revolution. Not sure about the last bit, but the rest sounds pretty interesting. It was developed by a French multinational whose business is materials innovation. And I mentioned it's made from beans. Well, actually, the beans are pressed into oil, which becomes the base for the material. The trees grow in very arid regions, so they don't compete with food production, making them very sustainable. So basically, where you can't grow food, the materials grown to actually pressed into the oil that produces this can. So the oil processed into small pellets, which are then heat pressed into the product we see today. Very much like you see with plastic, but it's done from an organic material. Now they have a 5-year guarantee that if anything happens to this, you can send it back for recycling and they'll provide you a 50% off coupon for another purchase. So where would things go wrong? Well, we'll get to that in a second. So this is priced for $20 off their website. You, of course, have to pay extra for the AirTag, and this requires an AirTag, or you can just leave a gaping hole there. It's completely up to you.
Now, I told you it wasn't plastic. It's just made from bean oil. So now let's see how this holds up when used.
Now, the first thing that you notice is the feeling of the material and how light it is. The AirTag fits unobtrusively, snaps into place from the inside like I showed you. When opening the wallet, fans your cards, as you noticed, so choosing your card is relatively easy. You do need to get used to holding the strap back, as it tends to want to flop in your face here when you're trying to get to your cards. So you have a finger in here, you can find the card you want, pull it out. Once you get used to it, it's not that big of a deal. Now, cards closest to the center are the easiest to grab. So again, the ones you use the most, just put it in a space that's easiest to have access to, and then you'll be in a quick retrieval perspective. Also, with the cards being separated like this, they really don't rub against each other. They will sit against each other, but opening and closing this a lot, you're not going to have a lot of that problem. Now, ultimately, my only concern about this is longevity. How long will the strap secure itself to the body back here? How long before the snap and the receiver here finally get worn out from opening and closing after so many uses? And how before the friction from the cards being inserted and extracted, that's the one thing, in and out like this, will wear on the card. And this is not a tough material. It's rather smooth, and it's not coarse or harsh in any way. So regardless, you're still creating a friction environment here between two materials. And then also you've got a very small wall right here on both sides of the slot, right here and here. So how long before this breaks, and then, you know, if another side breaks, then the whole wall starts to become rather useless? Well, all I can say is time will tell.
And there you have it, an interesting little wallet that can carry your needs and also, you know, can be found if lost. Now onto the final score.
For quality, a 3, price a 3, features a 3, usability of 4, fairly easy to use, and perception of 4. They've gone the effort to create something that's sustainable, which really is a different approach. Takes more time, takes more effort, and you've got to give them credit for that. And that gives us a final score of 3.4 out of 5.
If you like this video, then watch this one next, and we will see you in the next review. Have a great day.